Okay, nobody's actually officially asked me for this one, but we're having trouble finding judges, obviously. So you can count this, you can discount it, fucking whatever. Um, Marco versus Jas Gat, gun bar battle. This one is a fucking heater. This is awesome. Okay, Marco, first up. Look, if this bitch talks stupid, then a gun will press. My weapons like pick messages, how I show up with texts. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay. Waiting outside your house like a hungry pet. That's cool. Annoying still. In your face like unwanted guests. Showing arms of Jazz act like she wanna flex. That's cool. Clips unloading, limbs exploding. That's nice internals. I like that. These bullets will give you flashbacks like a troubled vet. Yeah, that's cool. Bully the niggas you roll with when I rush your set. No subtle threats. If I run into your hood, then it's fucking wrecked. So come correct. There's a lot of really nice internals and flow here. Marco's doing the same thing I do. He's not just text battling, he's rapping. Like there's always a beat in Marco's head, and you can tell that. I'll sun this bitch like she's a transgender. That's cool. That's a nice little twist. I like that. I bought an instrument for Jazz like a band member. Cool. Ready to feed off your plate like a fat nigger and eat right on time like a planned dinner. Jazz, did you think that I didn't blast heaters? God, I hate the way Americans say blast. That I didn't blast heaters. Bitch seen the text like I'm a bad cheater. I like that. Bitch seen the text like I'm a bad cheater. It's a little forced the way you've got to use bad cheater to get the multi to work. Like bad cheater is just, I don't know, kind of slightly forced grammar. Not to mention the chrome that Mark Spark as a grand feature. That's obviously setting up a multi, and I don't like it when it's so obvious that you're saying something just to set up a multi. But okay. Spark has a grand feature, clip as long as the nose on an aardvark like it's an anteater. That's okay, but we're kind of getting into stretchy force territory. This damn skis are wrapped like she'd be semi-dumping. But I know the strape she has only comes out when her and her bitch is fucking. It's cool, we've probably seen it a lot before. But it's well executed. Slut, I'm really clutching. I'll do this chick disgusting. Stick the blicky up your ass until these shitting bullets or a headshot will turn your brain into a liquid substance. Multis fall off a little bit there. Shitting bullets is caps locks. Shitting bullets is caps locked, but I'm not 100% sure what it's supposed to be rhyming with there. That's one of those ones that it probably works in your head. It probably works with your local accent when you put some swing and swag on it on an audio track, but it doesn't translate well into text. Or a headshot will turn your brain into a liquid substance. I figure, fuck it, if Jazz gotta die, then so be it. Chrome's... That's another one. So be it. So be it. No secrets. So be it. Chrome squeezing. Shot to your chest would open you up and have you showing heart. Like, look, baby, it's no secrets. That's cool. That's some pretty savage imagery. Shot to your chest, open you up and have you showing heart. That's pretty savage. The 9 that I dump is like your time of the month, how it has hose bleeding. When I reach for the strap, it'll be Gat looking for Gat, but you ain't soul seeking. That's a nice closer. Okay, so all up here we got a pretty tight, consistent verse. It's what you expect from Marco. A lot of nice internals going on, a lot of nice flow. Moving on to Jas Gat. All these folks come to spec me, savage mode of a deadly sniper, give no fucks, I'll blast my own teammate like a friendly fire. Not the strongest opening. Hoa family, but truthfully you don't got the balls to touch a drum, so you can step, brother. I'm not 100% sure if that's you can step, brother, if it's just some generic filler to set up the multi, or if I'm missing some sort of Pornhub step brother punchline there that I'm not catching. Because if you're shooting arms and you're doing it to get buffer, God, that's nice. If you're shooting arms, you're doing it to get buffer, you know, like the whole injecting fucking liquid fake bicep thing that people do. That's nice. This is Yeah, that's good. Performance enhanced, nah. Coconut bikini, the shell's got a chest covered. It's not like we haven't seen that before, but it's well executed. Came to put the heat to your noodle like a ramen bowl. Napoleon DM outside with the llama solo. That's whoosh over my head. This KB dropping snakes like a Mamba logo. I had to Google that. It works. It's not fire. It's not fire, but it works. It's okay. And the Kobe Bryant, it's kind of, I mean, it's there just for the sake of being there. It's not really adding a lot. I mean, that punchline works without the KB. More than one, you'll get a string of rounds. It's a box of yo-yos. I had to stop and think about that for a second. It works. Plus, you'll have your faded off the 4 because these Glocks is loco. I had to Google what the fuck a Loco 4 is, or 4 Loco. I say it's an alcoholic energy drink, basically. Just be cautious of using things that other people have to Google. It robs things of a lot of their impact. American rappers tend to do it a lot with baseball, basketball, NFL references that the rest of us don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and we have to Google it. It just kind of, if I have to go away and look up shit on Wikipedia, it kind of robs things of impact. But it's one of those ones, once I look at it, okay, yeah, it works. So you're a tough judge, okay, Simon Cowell, that's a nice little dig. Now we know this kid adores me, but I'll trade E for the bucks like a border bow when I grip the 40. I know this kid adores me, but I'll trade E for the bucks like a border bow when I grip the 40. It's okay. It's kind of convoluted. Bounty on his head. Hit a lick with the pole like a Christmas story. It's okay. It's looking real questionable when this cat uses a tech. So with the gun, I'm a tear ahead like tattoos for the dead. That's a little bit forced. Tear ahead. Fucking no tattoo artist is ever going to say to another tattoo artist, what did you do today? I teared ahead. I tore ahead. Yeah, just, I get what you're doing, but you're kind of forcing it. Him got internet guns, web shooting while you're lying, fam. On the other hand, to make a man cry, hide and scram. See that? Internet guns, web shooting. I wish you'd been able to move that closer to the MJ, so it was a more direct link. That's one that I only catch the connection on the second or third reread. On the other hand, I make a man cry, hide and scram, because when I see MJ let the tray go and he'll catch it fast like Spider-Man, that's fucking nice. Because when I see MJ let the tray go, he'll catch it fast like Spider-Man. That's really nice. M for Marco, J for Jas Gat. When I see MJ let the tray go, that's really complex. There's layers to it. It instantly brings up this imagery of that scene from the movie. That's really well done. I really fuck with that. Marco with text in the max. We already know when it's cap. So if we hear you with the burner, son, it's just your phone getting tapped. That's real nice again. If we hear you with the burner, it's just your phone getting tapped. That's nice. And I think mechanical pencil and a click, then the lead release. Seen it before, but this is a good execution of it. Been rocking with the tools to make your melon leak. Me and Jazz got the pistol. That's Utah in the 70s. Again, fucking NBA references. The rest of us don't understand that shit. We have to Google it. I mean, at least you put it there in an expo. It's pretty self-explanatory. But just be aware of trying to make your references as universally understood as possible for an international audience. Say you're ill, I got the remedy, COVID relief, shot after shot like the booster well. What the fuck is remedy supposed to be? Rhyming with 70s. Yep. Shot after shot like the booster well, you're like... I don't like that having to booster while it's like you're forcing the multi. But I guess it's okay. You're going from the end of one line into the next of another. In audio, that shit can sound real slick, but this is text and some things just don't translate real well. You're like Mario's partner because you're going to take the caps and get a super L. That's nice. There's layers to that. And again, it requires some expo, it requires some explanation for a lot of people. But if you get video game bars, that's nice. There's complexity and layers to that. So it gets down with the pounds like the newer Dell. That's nice. Again, for a second I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I was like, oh right, yeah, she came out, she's lost weight. Nice. So that was fairly recent. It's quite fresh in the news cycle. With this many headshots, they're going to have to warn you with the casket all closed, make him leave his body, aim and pow. Now Marcus Soul, like in Basketball Bros. Power Marcus Soul. Pow Marcus Soul. Yeah, okay, so it's nice wordplay. It works both ways. But again, it's shit that the rest of us, unless you follow NBA, it just goes whoosh over your head. So go on and light them candles because this whole future's cancelled when I fucked D up with one arm like a Manuel Hansel. Again, I had to Google who the fucking Manuel Hansel is. But that was one of those ones where the payoff was worth it. But again, just try and keep your shit more universally understood. But that was cool. Okay, so comparison between the two. Marco's got flow. Marco is all over the flow. He's got internals and he's got a nice tight flow and structure. You can always tell that Marco doesn't just write, Marco raps, and it comes through. You read his stuff and you're nodding your head to an imaginary beat. And you know, it's not like Marco hasn't done wordplay and technical stuff. Yeah, like Marco's got some stuff in here. Show up with the text, waiting outside your house like a hungry pet. That's simple, but it's clean and it's nice. Annoying steel in your face like unwanted guests. That's nice. Showing arms with Jas act like she want to flex. There's a lot of stuff Marco's done that we've seen before. It's verging on the point of being played in cliche, but he executes it quite well. If you're doing things that we've seen 1,000 times before, if you do a shittier version of it, that just gives us 1,000 comparisons to unfavorably compare it to. If you're doing stuff that we've seen 1,000 times before, you want to give us the best example of it we've ever seen, and then that's like a whoa moment. Marco's not at either of those extremes. He's doing stuff we've seen before. He's doing it well. It doesn't really stand out as being a really new twist or the best way of doing it we've ever seen, but it certainly doesn't compare unfavorably to previous examples we've seen. But some of it is, you know, familiar territory. I love all these internals, rush set, subtle threats, fucking wreck, succumb correct. I love that, the stacked internal multis and flow. Bought an instrument for Jas, like a band member. That's nice. I don't know if anybody's used that before. Got stuff like you know, chicks with the strap-on dildo, that kind of thing. I mean, it's nothing we haven't seen before, but it is cleanly executed. So, general impression, this is a very solid verse. It's solid, dependable, it's got a lot of flow, and it's got a lot of stuff that we've seen before, but none of it is poorly done. There are a few moments like Grand Feature, Anteater, that are just a little bit. They're okay. They're not great. Where it falls off a little bit, but most of it is pretty tight. Comparing that to Jas's verse, shit, I gotta say, I can see why people are talking about this chick. I can see why this chick managed to catch Vincentio on a bad day, and hand him an L, which very few people get to do. There's some stuff here that's a little bit forced, like that whole terror face thing. And there's some stuff here that we've seen before, like Coconut Bikini. The shell's got a chest covered. I mean, I've seen I'll put the shells to your chest like a coconut bikini, like a lot of times before. There's some stuff here which is in real danger of going over people's heads because it's so specific to American sports culture, that a lot of other people don't follow, don't give a shit about. But there's also stuff here like, because when I see MJ let the tray go, he'll catch it fast like Spider-Man. Marco's come more aggressive with more straight fuck you, I'm going to shoot you in the face. And Jas has gone for more wordplay. Concepts, similes, metaphors. It's a little bit of a stylistic clash here. Marco's rapping. Marco's gangster rapping is what he's doing. He's got a lot of internal flow, and he's got a lot of believable aggression. Marco's verse comes across like he's genuinely somebody you would not want to fuck off and meet in a dark alley. Jas's comes across like she's, playing with words. But she's done it very, very well. And in terms of a text battle, she has stayed on topic. They're all gun bars, but some of the stuff is just so cleverly done, with intricate layers to it. So it's certainly not a category sweep. I got Marco for flow. He's all over the flow. I got Marco for aggression and believability, but Jas is just all over the fucking wordplay, the similes, the metaphors, and I think it's just a more inventive, a more creative, and better executed example of a clever wordplay based verse. So, if you count my vote, my vote goes to Jas on this one. And I've known Marco a long time. He knows I keep it a buck, and I just got to call it how I see it. And my vote goes to Jas on this one. Fucking congrats, well done.